Senator, I do want to start with John Bolton. Where do you think the votes are for John Bolton to testify? Do you think there are 4 Republicans who are willing to vote alongside, presumably, a unified Democratic caucus?
Katie, I really don't know where the votes are right now, but I would think that the Senate will want to conduct a fair trial. And you need to hear from the people who know directly the president's involvement with the president of Ukraine. And we got to look at the documents that support those conversations. That's a minimum for a fair trial in the United States Senate. So we are hopeful that at least 51 senators will recognize that a fair process requires us to hear from these key witnesses. They did not testify in the House proceedings. So this will be our first opportunity to hear directly from those who could either establish the case or provide the defense for the president. As you remember, the president instructed these individuals not to testify in the House.
Are you confident that if 51 senators did back a subpoena, that Mitch McConnell would comply with that?
If 51 senators are in favor of the process, they control the day. This is not a matter for the majority leader to control the process. It's up to the majority of the United States senators who will control the process. So if we have 51 votes, if we can get 4 Republicans to join the Democrats, then we can get this fair trial. We can get the witnesses, we can get the documents, and the American people can see the firsthand information in regards to the president's participation with the president of Ukraine.
Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor, subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Meet the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.